So Talking Pints here at Max Line Brewery. What is our topic for today?
Is the real estate market going to crash?
Ooh, good question, actually. I guess that really depends on what do you consider a crash. Prices coming down, a complete readjustment of everything where, you know, the feds get their way and the pricing of all houses across the board resets half its value. What would be a crash?
We don't know. Probably something like 2008.
2008. Well, let's look at what Fort Collins did in 2008, 2009. So housing bubble prices across the board went down everywhere, right? And Fort Collins was about flat on their appreciation. They didn't jump by 5, 6, 7%, but they also didn't come down, kind of leading to the whole Fort Collins is recession proof, which it really obviously isn't. But housing here is very steady because we're kind of the cultural center of northern Colorado.
Well, what about interest rates? Those are going to come down, right?
Waiting for interest rates to come down. We have a lot of people that are talking about we want things to be more affordable, so we're waiting for prices to come down and interest rates to drop down so that I can afford that $600,000 house like I could a year ago. And I think what we're going to see is interest rates will be volatile. They'll push up and down, but they're certainly not going back to 3-4%. We might see them in the 4s off and on over the next couple of years, but we're not going to see them drop back down to that 3% or so forth. And as far as pricing goes, we're still seeing good appreciation rates. We're down a little bit in Fort Collins on the median, but a lot of that is because we're actually starting to see some lower priced houses start to sell now. But really what I think we're going to see is we're still going to see somewhat of an appreciation through this year and certainly into next. I don't see anything that's going to jump out there and really push prices down because it's a supply and demand market. There's still not enough supply for the amount of demand that's out there.
So what you're saying is it's better to buy now than to wait and see what the market does.
I think there's an amazing opportunity right now because you have interest rates that are in the ballpark. They're good interest rates. You can beat the appreciation on the housing by purchasing now, and you can always refinance if those interest rates do dip back down in the low 4s and catch that. Do it on a refinance and then lock in your cost of living, both in the purchase side and then also in the long term that way.
So you're saying I should really sell my home?
You should sell your home because your home is my home.
Really?
We should sell our home.
We said it. Oh, wow.
But then we wouldn't have any place to move to because everything's expensive. But that's actually an interesting kind of false image of what the market looks like. People are like, well, sure, we're not going to sell. This house doesn't fit us, but I'm not going to sell because I had no place then to move to because everything's so expensive. Well, yeah, but it's still a parallel move. If your house was $200,000 lower and you're purchasing $200,000 lower, it's even straight across as if it was $200,000 higher on both ends. It's just an even wash. So there's never a terrible time in that kind of market to sell or buy. So if you're thinking of buying or selling, now is actually a fantastic time to do so. Reach out to us. We will get a talking pint and discuss a great plan.
Good.